What up, Dokkanners? A new update is coming to the game. Once again, is going to be dropping on the JP side first. Update 6.1.0. Let me quickly remind people as to why this is happening on JP first. When we were doing this whole unification of the operation schedules, I am partially to blame. We were calling it full synchro, the sync, but they were very explicit in how they depicted this unification of operation schedules. They were unifying the operation schedules of events, banners, and things of that nature, not all back-end stuff, which is why this stuff doesn't happen at the same time. Now, I believe people are thinking the reason for this is just because if both games were down for maintenance, should something go wrong, if both versions were inoperable at the same time, that would tank their bottom line, I suppose. So that is why they release it first on one version and then on the next version, and JP is more important, so they drop it on JP first. That's just the TLDR. So now let's go ahead and jump in and see what this is. Both versions, by the way, do have a maintenance, which is interesting, and we'll get to that. But version 6.1.0 is coming soon. This is nothing groundbreaking in the sense of like new game mode stuff, but it definitely makes your gameplay easier, or just like your gaming experience easier. Improved skill orb search function, bulk sell and exchange function, bulk expansion of character ownership limit. So this is something that I have been pushing quite a bit. I don't know if it's exactly what I was necessarily hoping for, but let's read this. Improved skill orb search function. It will now be easier to check the details of skill orbs from the icons. Furthermore, the filter function will now allow you to select the display order by the level of each effect. Okay, that is not what I wanted. What I wanted was for a skill orb tracking feature where it'll not only display, or it should organize your skill orbs better, but it should also allow you to see if there is a current EX orb being given somewhere, who has it, so that I can go chase that down. Because with EX orbs, you know, for the casual player who doesn't necessarily have the time or the energy or the willpower to farm out the Whis event a billion times, right? You're probably more often than not relying on some of your better EX equips. So you may want to know for the moment, what are some of the best equips that you can give certain characters? Maybe you want to take those best equips off of the previous best character. You want to move it now onto the newest one, but you forgot which one it is. If you don't know how to find it, it's lost in time unless you painstakingly go through and find each and every unit. I remember before the Whis event came out, sometimes I was just on a shortage. Like I needed a particular additional and defense equip for a showcase or whatever, right? For argument's sake, let's use this one. Okay, obviously it's meant for the UI, but let's just assume that this level 6 defense additional was meant for any superclass character, right? Well, let's just say I forgot that I gave it to UI Goku, but now I've got a new character. I don't know, you know, stupid tech. Here, let's see, tech Fat Boo, right? I need to give him that additional and defense equip. If I have no idea where it is, how the hell am I supposed to find it? I would have to go through and find any and all characters that could potentially be potential owners of that equip. Or what they could do is they could provide some sort of system where you could see where the EX orbs are. Maybe they're grayed out, and if you click on it, it'll tell you which character has it. That was my wish for updating the search function, or the skill orb tracker. This is, I guess, a step in the right direction. It will now provide details of the skill orbs easier. I definitely think that that is something we needed, because what's annoying about this is, like, for example, this one right here. You don't know if this level 4 additional critical orb, if it's level 4 additional or if it's level 4 crit, until you go in here, you look at it, and then it also has to scroll past, right? Sometimes you just don't know, and that extra time is, I guess, annoying. So they want to make it a little bit more accessible, which I like. And then the filter function will allow you to select the display order by each level of each effect. This I never personally used. Let me see. I never really used this too much, except for I would just select by dodge or critical or one of these. So I don't know how I feel personally about that one, but I guess, you know, whatever makes it better, more comprehensive, fine. That's the first thing. The next thing, bulk sell exchange function. A bulk sell button will be implemented on the character selling screen and character exchange screen. You will now be able to sell and exchange all characters with SR rarity or lower at once. Now this is, you could argue, a whale thing. You could argue that this is a hardcore player thing, but it is something that should be addressed, because the more accessibility, like the more options you give players, the better. if you're doing bulk summons and you have a bunch of extra characters, you guys have seen this. In fact, I used to do this as a post-stream ritual. Originally, before I streamed on YouTube and Twitch, I would just stream on YouTube, and then I would move exclusively to Twitch for the post-game show. That's what I called it, where we would just do inventory management. After I do, 50 to 60 summons, I've got a box full of Rs and SRs, and I have to painstakingly go through, select each one, and then each one, if there's like 2 or 3 copies, I have to go to a separate window, toggle that, toggle all, then once I get to 99, sell them, come back and do it again. It's very annoying. It's very tedious. So the fact that they are now allowing an option to bulk sell or bulk, is it just bulk sell or is it bulk Baba? Selling screen and character exchange. Okay, so Baba as well. Yes, sell and exchange. That's good. So that is another step in the right direction. Who knows? Maybe the next quality of life update will implement skip summons. I've never cared for that personally. I enjoy the summoning experience because I get to do it with the chat, and it's very fun to experience the summons with you guys, but some people don't like it. And hey, you know what? More power to the players. If you want, that's a GameStop thing. Okay, that's not what I meant. But players should be able to play how they want and do whatever they want, right? If you don't want to sit through the animations and summon, then skip it. If that means you summon 10 times more, hey, Dokkan shouldn't complain. Of course, implement it. It'll goat people into summoning more, whatever. Like they should apply it. I just don't personally care for it. Okay, so that's this. And then bulk expansion of character ownership limit. So this is just character slots. This doesn't apply to too many people, but as you start to get more and more comfortable with the game, there is an option in the stone shop section at the bottom where you can add character slots. And so it would cost, I think it's been so long since I've done this. It costs 1 dragon stone to add, is it 5? I think it's 1 stone for 5 slots. And there's a certain limit. So now, instead of having to do it one at a time, they're giving you the option to do it all at once. This one, I would be a little bit more I think I would be a little bit more cautious for this one because you could end up just inadvertently buying all of them, and it could cost you 200 stones. I don't know how many stones it actually costs in total, but I'd be careful with that. So those 3 features are coming now. Now, the interesting thing here is that JP's update 6.1.0 is scheduled for a maintenance on the 21st on Global's reset. So this is where JP is going to be getting their implementation of the new update. Global will not be getting this update. They'll be getting this probably a week later. But this was Global's announcement, and this happened on the 14th. They announced a maintenance a full week afterwards on the 21st at 11 p.m. till the 22nd, 2 a.m. This is about a 3-hour difference versus excuse me, versus a 9-hour difference. No, 8-hour difference. I can do math. 8-hour difference versus 3 hours. And this one is for the implementation of update 6.0.5. Huh. What'd that do? If it's the same, if it's the same update, would it not be under the same ID, like 6.1.0, or would Global in fact be on a separate one? So let me pull up my usual Twitter deterrent here. And here is a tweet from Rick. This is interesting. Global and JP both have maintenance, but for different updates. Global 6.05, JP 6.1.0. So there's probably a certain part of the 6.10 update that Global wants to make sure drops now, but most of the features will drop on global. Don't comment that, please. On Global probably next week. I combined global and probably global next week. I don't know what that could possibly mean. I have no idea. If you are a data head or some sort of tech wizard, then let me know what this could potentially mean. Why on earth would there be any need for Global to get any trace of that new update early? And if they're going to do that, why not just give the whole thing? Besides the reason that I mentioned before. Like, if Global's going to get... Who's actually getting this first? JP is getting it for... Oh, both versions are actually going to be down at the same time. JP will be down until the 22nd, 1 a.m. Global will be down from the 22nd until 2 a.m. Yeah, I don't know. So, it's annoying. Once again, another instance of the JP favoritism, as some people will call it. To me, it's not that big a deal, but what's more confusing is the fact that Global is getting an update as well, but it's like not the whole thing, and I don't quite know why. So just want to let you guys know this is a great new update. If there are any characters or units in your box that you've been wanting to sell and you're just too lazy to go through the motion, this will save you some time. And you know what? This is also going to be dropping at the same... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. The 22nd, 1 a.m. So this is going to be dropping with the new banner. If this is dropping with the new banner, then the banner could either be dropping for JP an hour before global. I'm going to be so mad. Or the banner drops at 2 a.m. on the 22nd. Ooh. Both suck, but I would rather it be this so that both versions have it at the same time. But you know what? It is totally within Dokkan's playbook to drop the banner an hour early on JP. I would not... Would anybody be shocked if they did that? Because the banner's definitely dropping after this is over. Oh boy. Oh boy, that should be fun. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let me know in the comments. New question. Do you think that they will actually release the banner an hour early on JP and then leave the global players to sit there and watch for an hour? What sort of update do you think global could possibly be getting with that half update instead of just getting the whole thing? Are you guys looking forward to the bulk management update, the skill orb search function? What are some quality of life changes that you have been yearning for Dokkan to change? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more myself do it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.